Hello everyone, I want to demonstrate another cool tip that I've been using in Cursor for, refactoring stuff. So for example, if you look at this component, it has a timer, right? And there's also a slide bug that I'd like to address that. So the problem is that this component is built, everything, all of these features are literally being handled in a single component. And I don't want that because as soon as the time changes, which is only this part, I mean, not this part, but this one, like this piece gets changed, what happens is like it re-renders the whole component. So what essentially it's doing is if I go here and just see that this is flickering because the whole component is rendering and it should not be flickering, right? It looks very odd. So what I'm going to do is ask, can you extract page into multiple components that are standalone, especially time and greetings component, because those are the two that have the state being managed in them, right? So what I'm going to do is like greetings component, and make sure that you make and make sure that you handle the rest of the components with proper breakdown. Let me pull this down. See, so it's the timer display. I don't know where it's going to put that timer display thing. Essentially, I should have given it the prompt that it should keep the components within the file. Otherwise, it's going to extract the components and put that into a separate folder. And I don't want that. But let's see what happens. Okay, so it has the time display component. Still working on it. I'm not sure why it should not take this much time. I'm going to speed this up once this gets completed, right? Come on, this. Right, I'm going to cancel this one. For some reason, it's stuck, and it happens, right? Because, yeah, I'm going to create a new one. And now the prompt that I forgot, I'm going to add that back. Can you keep the newly created components within home tsx, right? Let's see what happens. Hopefully this is gonna, okay, yeah, it's doing something. It's adding comments. I don't like those. I'm gonna manually go and remove those. So what it has done is like it has split out the greeting component. It has also taken out the clock component, and then there is a code component that's extracting out, and then a top bar, a bottom bar, essentially the way. So our main content is much cleaner, right? So I can go into the suggested code view, which is like this, right? This is very clean. So background by this is something that I did by myself, and then in the app layout, the syntax highlighting is not working great, but top bar, main content, and bottom bar. Now, if you go into the main content, it also, so it's done a really good job of refactoring the whole component to something that's a bit more manageable, but much more manageable, So let's see if our functionality is still intact. I'm going to close this and save this. I think it is still intact, right? If I make changes to the clock component, it's like 2-digit, and I don't want the 12 hours thing. No, I don't want the seconds. I think it's working great, right? So if I start, oh yeah. Okay, the functionality is intact. It means it's doing a great job, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the comments from this one, but yeah, happy coding.